G'day guys, welcome to the team fucking Ring. I'm back. G'day guys, welcome to Ringlovers podcast. My name is Matt and this is Pinky. Alright, we're gonna do this fucking thing today. How you doing, brother? Alright?
I'm good.
We're good off the weekend. This weather is starting to fuck with my voice already, in case you can't already tell.
Yeah,
it's been fucking cold this morning.
Like, yeah, I'm licking your balls.
Yeah, man. You know when I sent you that voice message the other day, it sent back to me super slow. It was in super slow-mo. Sounded like you were just pulling the piss out of me. I can't, what were we talking about?
No, I think I was actually talking that side.
Oh, you were? Hey, bro, how you doing, man? That's what it sounded like. And I don't know whether now I know that you're probably pulling the piss.
No, I don't think I was.
No,
I think I was actually just talking like that.
Yeah, okay, right. But yes, it is, it's Tuesday today. We didn't get in we didn't get to record last week. Ready for Monday, so we are going to release this today.
My dad gets home from hospital today.
That is fucking fantastic news. That was obviously the reason that we didn't get through. Did you want to talk about that? Or did you want to roll over that? Is he doing all right?
He's doing all right, yeah, so he'll be back home today.
Yeah.
What I'm going to say, the only thing I'll say about it is I'm not going to say what happened and all that sort of shit, but it's...
Because I haven't even had a chance to
talk
about
so...
it.
Just an old man doing old man shit. Like something being wrong.
I do remember having this chat.
Doing something wrong and not having something wrong and then not talking about it. Just trying to tough it out.
Yeah.
You're 81, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's no toughing it out anymore.
No, you're 81, and he's sitting there trying to adjust himself on the couch to sit like in a different position. And my mum's like, "Are you all right, Brian?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But not at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. On that note, I'm going to go get my prostate checked soon.
Yeah, turn around.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm looking, man, they don't do it like that anymore. It's blood test.
I'll make sure they do.
Well, I've been looking for the doctor. That's why I haven't done it already.
Yeah, I want six knuckles.
I want 6 knuckles deep. I want a big, juicy fucking set of knuckles. Okay, yep, read the sign, mate. We're going to get there. Just move, just go next door. Fucking, we're going to go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, wow. No, keep going.
Just through the roller door, mate.
Roller door. The roller door.
Okay, we've got a lot of women that are going to come to the door, so we're going to have to explain some things. This is not a misogynist podcast.
The reason they're here,
proving our point.
The reason they're here is because of him.
Yeah, that's right.
People like you.
People like me are the reason we open up our gym to these ladies. No. So we're fresh off the fucking weekend. Your dad's home, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We had a fantastic event on the weekend with Pride. I was talking about it on my own podcast, and I was pretty much saying that it is the premier fight show event that we have really in Adelaide.
It's something to aim for. It's something to aim for.
Pros, you know, like, and that's across everything right now. I was like of the big shows that Adelaide has, I'd say you've obviously got Pride is a big show, with pros on it. DFC is attempting to do that, you know, like they've got the top end of the card, they will fucking try and put a pro show on it. And then, in my personal opinion, when it comes to the boxing shows, there's Top Team and there's Golden Gloves promotion, and Golden Gloves promotion is absolutely trouncing Top Team promotion right now.
Yeah, 100%.
So Josh does a fantastic job with that. We both deal with Josh, he's an amazing dude.
Yep. We
both deal with Carly, she's doing a fantastic job across that scene. And when it comes to MMA, we don't have anything else, and Ikey's obviously taking the run with that, with the Element Fight Night that come underneath that as well, which is not your realm of things, but I've got dudes in it as well. So it's a show that they can go on, you know. But out of all those three, I think Pride does probably one of the best.
It's classy.
It's a classy show. Yeah, and being able to run for a full amateur show and then a full
pro card
after that is
and all levels of
awesome.
Pro.
All levels, exactly. Like an even bit. They didn't do what we thought they were going to do.
No, they did one B class at the end of the amateurs.
Yeah, at the end of the amateurs. Well, I thought it was a fantastic way to do that too. You know,
I don't think SA was ready for it yet, but I don't.
In what regard? Like,
I just think we need a longer period of time of getting just C classes all together.
Yeah.
I think at this stage we still, and I did suggest it, to Carly, but I didn't say she has to do it. I didn't crack the shit. So I just said, this is my suggestion. I think B class is more closely related to pro than it is to amateur.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have that as the opening fight.
I was going to say you prefer to have that as the opening fight and then have like C class or C class, yeah?
Yeah. At this stage, other states can do it because they've had their amateur thing developed for like New South Wales does it, Victoria doesn't.
Yeah. But I also think like if you're going to do like that is the next step I think for you as a fighter that you open the show. You know, like that you're like, okay, so I'm a little bit more advanced than these guys who are all C class fighters or whatever. But so open the show. I can open the show. Yeah. You know, like but I'm still got padding on and stuff. It's almost like as you can almost like that's when usually all the people are walking in sitting down still. You know, I mean, I know we've got we're desperate for fight shows over here. So if doors open at 5:30, we've got a line at 5:15. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you know what I mean? Like, because we just had that at Pride, which is good. Man, it's good for the support that we're getting in South Australia.
People
man, that show was fucking nuts. You know, like, that was crowded. Awesome. It gave me anxiety. That's why I fucking posted and ghosted and left. You know, I'm like, see you boys. So congratulations to Carly. You did another good job doing that. It was really good to see Kelly come over as well. That was fucking sick. It was really good. Kelly from Muay Thai Math. She's doing good things across the scene with getting like
make sure you're following her on Instagram and social medias. You know,
on the medias and all
Muay
the platforms.
Thai Mouth.
She's not only just a beautiful fucking soul, she does good things for the community. Yeah. And she knows everyone. Yeah. You know, like it's like she would almost be one of the best promoters in the sport without being a promoter in the sport. You know, if you could ask her who's some of the best people to match up, she'd probably have some of like the finger on the pulse more than some coaches. Yeah. You know, she knows more people than I do. You know, as in like
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then just like she has a closer relationship just with people on a whole, because she's not there to judge you. She's not there to do anything but promote you.
Yeah, she's on the fence. She's just sitting on the fence and promoting everyone.
She can ask, you know, like, if you know her, she'd be able to tell you people that she doesn't gel with. But if you don't know that, then she's not there to do that. You know? She's not like us. She's not like us. Well, man, like, this is an opinion piece. Yeah. You know, we're just doing an opinion on everything. We talk about fighters, we talk about gyms, we talk about different stuff, promotions, stuff like that. She's just there to go, this is the promotion and this is how it is. And I think, you know, like, it's fucking basically she's basically a journalist for the
for sure.
You know, 100%. And I think we almost lack that, you know, like having her and having a couple more like her would be awesome for the sport. Yeah. You know, like, I think, like, now just thinking about it, just now, it's like, if we had maybe, if there was a Muay Thai Mouth in every state, and then they all got together and they had like a big, it could almost be the way around having a commission that takes control of everyone.
It's true, eh?
You know, like, if you get someone like Kelly who's doing it all round and she's the head of the thing, and then she's got, you know, like a couple in each state who are reporting back to her about who's doing what and what's happening on the amateur shows and who's this, you could almost do a very similar to the UFC rankings, where it's like, it's media based.
Yes,
you know, like, they're the only ones who have got their fingers on the pulse.
Because I think that's what Full Thai Rules. Yeah. They've sort of done similar. They got their state reps and then
So that'd be, you know, like it's another way that we can get a good broad fucking look at the whole sport. So anyway, it's always good to see her. I hadn't seen her since I fought on Infliction fucking a good couple of years ago. So since Beck fought on Infliction. That's right. Since Beck, because Beck fought on Infliction as well.
That's right.
But yes, so before we move forward with the Pride card, don't forget about the Ringlovers Sparring Day. That's on at my gym this weekend. It's at the new location. If you haven't been here, 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. I actually don't mind, like, as much as we've got families and shit to do, and it's awesome to fucking get these things done and dusted and out the way. It is cool to have an evening, like an afternoon show. You know, and like, with it being the weather that it is, it'll probably be a little bit darker as well. You know, like, depending on, I don't know what the weather.
Yeah, man. Then we get a whole day Sunday to fucking
do whatever we want. And man, like, we've just rolled off. We had Muay Thai this weekend. We had boxing last weekend. We've got this weekend. We've got technicians the weekend after, and then we've got AGO, which is grappling thing, the weekend after that. And then I think we've got 1 week, and then we've got SA Muay Thai League. And then I think the weekend after that is when I've now made that we're going to New Zealand.
Yep.
And then I think there's one more thing the weekend after that.
Yeah, I've got...
Sick.
This weekend, obviously, just coming off of
Yep.
Pride, this weekend, Interclub, weekend after Interclub, weekend after... I still can't say it. Fuck, I forgot. I'm going away somewhere.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
right.
going
That
away.
door's locked. Actually, no, you'll be able to get out. You're going to say up. Bang, crash.
Yeah, we are going away as well. We're going overseas for a fight as well.
Oh, where?
I can't say it.
You can't tell me where you're going?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, I'll write it to you.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Oh, there's a nice meme.
How many do you need? Do I need duck?
Hello?
Hand. Yes, mate. I wish Beck would sort her fucking women out.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, we deal with we deal with all types here, all types. But yeah, so you're off to the overseas trip as well. So man, it's hectic. I thought you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I was like,
I think I might have let it slip.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Oh, not let it slip. I reckon you gave me a heads up on it a little while ago. But yeah, all good. So that's going to be fun. Who's going?
Just me and Fiddy. So there's
you and the person in question.
Yeah, Fiddy.
Oh god. There you go.
No, there's a team of four Aussies.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
That'll
and
be
their
fun.
trainers. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Cool. Cool.
3 weeks between fights though, and
Yeah.
after Jason having a shit performance on Saturday night.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So we obviously had Pride now. Oh, so how many amateurs did you have on the card?
I had
Two?
one and a half.
One and a half, yeah.
Man, this is that
Yeah, I've got the same one that says use a roll.
going back to the whole people talking like a fighter and doing the opposite, like pulling out on fight day, pulling out day before, like
It's fun.
we had our opponent pull out on Friday night.
That's right. You did too.
Then
Was it for a similar reason as what I had?
we weren't sure,
Okay.
and the trainer wasn't sure either.
Okay.
Because he just started saying he was sick.
Okay.
A few days out,
Okay.
and so probably.
Yep.
Then Carly was like, all right, I'll get one of my guys to jump in twice. They can have their first fight, then they can jump in against him.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, that'd be fantastic. So
Yep.
I said to Moe, still rock up, still weigh in,
Of course.
And then the guy that was gonna do 2 pulled out. Day off.
Oh no.
Day off. So
Yeah. Okay.
So then Moe, who's fresh, had
Yeah.
to jump in against Colin from Torrance.
That's right. Yeah. That's
who's
right.
like 6 or 7 fights
Yeah.
deep.
That's right. Yeah. And he's got it. You know, he's well put together too.
Very well put together.
Yeah. He was doing some fucking. He was doing some. It was nice. You know,
Yeah.
like, as in like fought well. Did like they both did. Gave Moe. I wouldn't say gave. I don't want to make it sound like that, you know. Was
No,
it,
but he did. He
was
gave-
it done as an exhibition?
Yeah.
Or was it done as an
Exhibition.
exhibition? Yeah. Okay. Right. Cool.
So
yeah,
he gave Moe a
That's what I
chance to
thought.
do some stuff. And,
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what exhibitions
very
are for.
mature for his age.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I reckon he fought Adam. I reckon he's fought my Adam before. I could be wrong.
No,
no,
too young,
no.
too
It
young.
wasn't him. No, I was thinking of somebody
young,
else
yeah.
who looks similar.
But yeah, it's just.
But yeah, nah. So
good kid.
Yep.
Good kid, man.
Yep.
Like happy to.
Oh, he didn't
jump
look
in.
too bad.
No, and Moe impressed me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And he came straight back in last night, and he's keen.
Beautiful.
I was wondering whether he would be, but yeah, he's keen.
Yeah, cool.
I think we're gonna put him on SA Muay Thai League.
Yep.
Yeah, man, they're back doing MTA. They've
Yeah,
got
okay,
proper
right.
sanctioning, so
Yep.
at least we know the officiating's going to be a bit better. So
Beautiful.
we'll put him on there. Probably be just him. Andre, unfortunately, was my other one.
Yep.
He dislocated his shoulder.
What round?
Round 2. Came back, he didn't realise it was out.
Is that a regular thing? Like, does his
never happened.
No. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Because that's probably why I struggled to get it back in as well. Like I could normally get him back in like that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came back at the end of the round. I was like, fuck, his shoulder's out. So tried putting it back. I couldn't get it back in. So the doc did it straight away. That was all right.
Yep.
But yeah, it just sucks, man, because he's Man, he's actually really a real talent, eh?
Yeah.
And he was okay about the loss sort of thing and all that sort of shit. But I said, look, man, we'll sit down and you need to rest it. You need to let it recover.
Yeah.
And then you got to do all the right physio stuff because otherwise nothing stretches back. Nothing shrinks back to normal.
No.
And then you're fucked forever.
Yeah.
But if you look after it now and then you do all the physio stuff like I did, you'll be surprised how quickly you can.
How old is he?
19 or something.
Yeah, so he could still be like growing, and like, when I say growing, you know what I mean, like filling out. And,
so man, he barely made the 63 and a half, but the other way, like he was walking around at 62 like a week ago.
Yeah, okay, right.
So man, we can afford to put a kilo and a half of muscle on him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you know, so which is probably what we'll do. Probably just build up his shoulders and get nice strong muscles around his shoulders. Yeah. So
build around the muscles,
and then just get him to get him to punch straight. I mean, I spent probably my first 2/3 of my career not hooking because my shoulders were popping out.
Yeah, I went through a stint where I didn't because my shoulder, they weren't popping out, but I was fucking injuring them all the time.
I was just straight hands.
Yeah.
And that worked.
Mum would fucking windmills, mate. Just windmills. Cha-chung. Hey, she read the sign. Hey, look at that.
Didn't even have to, just use logic.
Yeah, dope. I had I had Stefania.
Yep.
Her first fight.
You were just after Moe, right?
Yeah, right
Straight
behind
after.
you. Yeah, right behind you. Stefania's a little gun man. I love that chick. She's got such heart.
She seems cool too.
Yeah, man, she is. She's. I said to Ricky the other day, I said, I passed the baton of hate. I no longer hate you anymore. I've got this young Ricky I can pull the piss out of. So, and her mum's really good, really supportive.
What nationality is she?
She told me, I think, I can't, her religion is Russian Orthodox.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's one thing that, and you'd probably feel the same about your gym. Like, I love learning about other religions.
Yeah.
I actually do, you know, because I don't want to be fucking a bigot, you know, like I like learning. So
Me too.
Man, I sit there and have chats with Ibi about like Muslims and stuff like that all the time. I've got a dude who comes here and he's like very Christian. I like having a chat to him. Had a chat to a dude about fucking Easter the other day and he was a Greek Orthodox saint.
So, the song Cub was singing?
Yes. Yeah, beautiful song.
I only heard that about 5 minutes earlier.
No shit?
On my other Instagram account, one of my Thai friends, she's like really Christian.
Yeah.
And she was singing that.
Yeah, bro.
And I'd never heard it before.
It's fucking awesome, song.
And then Cub was singing, I was like, never heard it. And it was like literally within 10 minutes.
Yeah. I've listened to it about 13 times this morning.
Yeah.
And it is very much like, it's all about Jesus and God and shit. And I was like, bro, where'd you get this song from? And he's like, YouTube. And I'm like, oddly enough, I'm not mad that you got it from YouTube because I'm wondering what else is on that YouTube channel if that's what you're finding.
Do you know, let me have a look what it's called. What's the name? Like a Christian band as well.
Creed?
Nah, like as in like really, really, really.
They got some bangers.
Hillsong United.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I reckon I have fucking
Oceans?
seen some of that, yeah.
There's that Ocean song that it was like a TikTok viral song for ages. Yeah,
right.
like amazing vocalist.
Yeah, that's right. Killer Songbird. Celapong, well, got a song talking about that.
Because you're talking about...
Oh, yeah, just different people and stuff like that. That's right, we're talking about Stefania, what she's... So I know, I'm pretty certain she's got an Italian background in there. She looked,
I thought with the name
I could be
Stefania,
so fucking wrong, but I hope I'm not. But I'm sorry if I am. But yeah, no, she's a little gunman. She does BJJ, she does MMA, she does boxing, she does Muay Thai. She does everything here. She'll do the teens classes, she'll do the ladies classes, she'll do ladies in strength and conditioning on Thursday night. She's always fucking here.
Yeah,
her mum drops her off and she goes, what time do I need to pick her up? And then I just fucking tell her and she comes back and picks her up. Like she's good like that, you know, like we had Angie looking after her the night because she's only 13.
Yep.
Angie was looking after her so she could come back. She's like, I've got to go back and watch the pro show, mum. And she was like, she's like, but I don't have money for a ticket. And I'm like, the armband and the fact that you punched another girl today gets you in for free.
Who did she fight?
A girl from Southside.
Okay.
It was a good fight.
Yeah.
It was a good fight. I actually thought that she could have got the nod on it. She was doing a lot of kicking while the other girl was doing a lot of punching.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, like thinking like like what I said with my pros, I'm like, we have a rule set that is against our style of being very punchy. So I'm getting my girls and guys just to like kick, heaps of kicks, you know, like kneeing in the clinch, make sure you're getting all your knee off in the clinch. So I thought going into that, there was a lot of damage on the girl's leg. And there was a lot of damage on the girl's leg. And she also, she's getting there.
Read it and still try to get the door.
Carry the 2 divided by 1. This is going to be great watching
Wrong
our
way.
podcast today. Wrong way, other way. There's a big
It's
roller
like
door.
right
It's
next
a
to you.
roller
It's
door.
right next to us.
It's a roller door. It's a huge door, and you can see the ring from outside.
there's a
as
massive
walking
sign.
up the driveway.
There's a massive sign next to the door saying, like, go in the roller door. And the door's locked here for the office. And they can't seem to find the roller. The roller door is like literally, she walks straight towards it.
You literally walk towards it coming in the main gates. I'm sorry, there's levels of fucking stupidity, but, you know, so, sorry, Beck. I just thought, sorry. But yeah, now, Stefania's a little gun. She didn't get the win. She was upset about not getting the win. I said, stop. I said, don't worry, mate. You fucking made us proud. You fucking did everything that we asked for. She got teeped in the face in the second round, and she comes back to the corner. I said, your teeth, your mouth. I said, you're all good. I said, you wore that teep pretty right. And she goes, it ain't nothing. Like, that was literally her response. Wide open. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. At the end, bro. The girl was coming up for a hug. This is fucking funny. The girl was coming up for a hug. It's like, ding, ding. Comes up for a hug. So the girl goes, like this, and Stefan goes, so, there's the Salisbury in you, mate. What, cunt? What? And then she realised what the girl was doing. She hugged her, and she, you know, like, but it's just like so funny, man. But yeah. So the fact that I can, like, she's just a good egg. She's tough as nails. She'll do really well in this sport. She trains. She doesn't know quite about training. You know, no 13-year-old really knows how to train unless they're that kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's those kids that are like that who run in, put their gloves in straight away, and they were and they're like that from real young.
Yeah.
And then they hit, man, usually they hit about 14, 15, 16, and they start to fall off.
Yeah.
You know, like, so I like the idea that she hasn't quite worked out how to train properly.
If
you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's doing it because it's fun.
That's it, and fighting was fun, and she felt really proud of herself, and that's what you want. I think that's what you want your kids to be like.
Yeah, for sure.
Or else they could burn out in the end.
Yeah, 100%.
And then we had Kurt. Kurt stepped up on 3 days' notice. Now, Liam was meant to fight last weekend, the weekend before on the MMA show. He ends up pulling out of it. Kurt was sitting there on the ring edge when he found out that Liam had pulled out, and he's like, I'll do it. So we almost got him in fight. Oh, bro, it's perfect. It's like, I'll do it. So what? On fight. He comes back into the corner after the first round. He's 3 days' notice. He's barely done. He's done very little training. He probably worked more on his weight cut those 3 days than he did actually training. And then before that, he was just fucking going through the motions. He wasn't there every night. He was there when he could. He's pretty certain he's just bought a motorbike and likes fucking doing that sort of thing. He recently had eye surgery. Okay. So like he'd come back from, he used to be cross-eyed. Now he looks at you straight in the eyes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm actually going to change his photo, because his photo up there. Not that it's a big fucking.
When was his first one?
He's had 2 fights already, and they were both on SA Muay Thai League. I reckon the last one was late last year. And he had 2 pretty close together, maybe, actually. So they maybe that earlier in the year, I reckon, last year. Then he had a bit of time off.
Because he doesn't look uncomfortable in there at all.
No, man. No. We had simple instructions. I'm like, he's fit, you're not. He's 5 fights, you're 2. You know, like, he's going to be everything about it. This is all in his favour. I'm like, go on.
And he was hungry. Ollie was hungry, man.
Yep, he's had that
He
many
had 5 pull-outs in a row,
Yeah, because, man, at Weaver won. Liam was meant to fight him on Valley. And he had to pull out of Valley because he was away on a trip and couldn't get his weight down on his trip, so he had to pull out of that. So I reckon Liam was so he's had pull-outs left, right and centre. So and then when I found out that it was him and Kurt was, I'm like, hey Kurt, you want to fight? He's like, yep. And I'm like, cool. This is going to be good for Kurt to get the rub, which I've spoken about a heap of times, and for Ollie, he gets a fight.
Yeah.
You know, he got stopped in the second round. He was more upset about that. I didn't. I mean, like he copped a couple knees. They weren't flush. You know, they were right in front of us.
It was just him losing his posture and he was tired.
Yeah, that's right. And it was probably. I mean, like if he was fit, I would have been more mad that it was an early stoppage. Yeah. But he wasn't fit, so I wasn't totally upset about it. You know, like Justin called it the way he saw it. He's like, I don't want to get bashed.
Amy stoppage. Yeah.
You know, and Ollie was fit. You know, he was fit as fucking.
He done some really good stuff, man. Like we've been working on a lot of stuff with him. And you know, obviously come to Thailand with me.
That's
and
right.
That sort of stuff.
So he was ready to go. So I wasn't mad with the stoppage. Kurt was, because Kurt's going to be mad at stoppage. But man, he came out and showed a heap of potential off 3 days fucking notice. You know, like
man, I'd like to see him like.
No, I can't. He's matched for SA Muay Thai League. I reckon.
Is he going to be allowed to?
Yeah, he should be. I think it's just outside the thing.
Because they're doing 50 to 60 days and stuff now.
Yeah, okay. No,
but it's all different. Yeah. Like I've had one guy get 120 days. I'm guessing Rig's going to get 6 months.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I got 3 months as well.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah. Josh got 4.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And like. On that note, guys, I know of other dudes who have like tried to fight internationally from that and stuff like that. The Australian combat sport, like they'll just fuck you off. They'll just tell you that you can't fight for a year if you go against them. So listen to your medical suspensions and all that sort of shit. And it is for your own good and stuff like that as well. But it is funny how they can be flippant on which they allow through. And how
Jason got 3 weeks for a cut.
Yeah, okay, right.
And he probably will again now.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like it's a bit ridiculous, but...
Yeah. So hopefully he still gets that fight. But if not, then we'll just chuck him on Valley after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, showed heaps of potential with what we wanted him to do. You know, I said find your range, kick his leg low, and then start throwing a high kick. A lot of my stuff over the weekend was throwing high kicks. I wanted the dudes to throw a lot of high kicks.
Connor's high kicks are getting really good.
They're getting really good. An orthodox to southpaw, I thought it was a good way to attack because, man, James is slick. Like he can catch kicks, he can work, like he can adjust to things as well. So we're trying to work those 3 levels. I mean, it happened to be that James was fucking working his lower level better than what Connor was because that poor fuck can't walk today for them inside kicks, and they both kick fucking hard, you know. So. But yeah, so Kurt missed out and that was fine. That was the amateur show sort of done. And then congratulations to Ollie, who also won fight of the amateur show as well.
Ollie's such a beautiful kid, man.
Yeah, man, we had a chat out the back.
Honestly, man, like him coming to train with us and stuff, it's actually just been really special. I've developed quite a beautiful relationship with him, you know, because his trainer and me are very close.
Yeah, that's right.
And then him trusting him to come to us for sparring and clinching and stuff, and then come to Thailand with me, and really beautiful kid, man. Really beautiful.
He just seems to have his head on straight, you know what I mean? Like he wants to do the thing, you know, like which is that. And as a coach, that's all you want. You know, all you want is a dude who wants to actually do it. You know. Like,
and one thing I've been kind of thinking of is like, let fighters develop their style, their own style. And then obviously you fix their technique and stuff, but I'm trying not to put my guys in the whole, all right, you need to box. Like let them just discover it. Let them discover what they do. And then from the corner, we need to understand our fighter.
That's right, which is
generally easy because we see them all the time.
Yeah.
Understand our fighter and then work it to, and when we get to the main card thing, man, I'm probably going to beat myself up a little bit. I had a bit of a wake-up call after Saturday night about things I've been doing, I guess. It's like with Ollie, I think he's got that real strong kickboxing background with John. And I think it's allowing him, you know, man, he clinched. and did strong clinching, you know.
Really strong clinching. And Kurt's not weak. Like he's not he's a strong dude. Like he's got tired. But he's not fucking weak by any means, you know. Like you got to and he's tall.
And even just where Ollie was moving to, like it's like turning sideways and stuff.
I was like, I kept telling Kurt, I'm like, you got to square up to him. Like and he just couldn't do it, you know. Like Ollie was obviously strong in his positioning and stuff. So but and like what you're saying, I think that is it. Like I've got so many weird sort of styles here, you know, like because I've had a couple dudes who have come from other places, you know, like I've got Adam who's got a very clean style,
Yep.
you know, Adam is very clean, very easy to work with. And then I've got Kenneth who is so unorthodox.
Yeah.
You know, like he's
Yep.
not your normal sort of style of Muay Thai at all.
Yep.
But I'm not going to be able to change him, but I can fix his technique.
Yeah.
And I can
You can modify, not change.
I can work towards the way things work.
Yep.
The way that he is. I think you've got to be like that in the coach. You've got to be
100%.
able to be diverse with
And
what
we
you're
all,
given.
in the early days, we all sort of do the same thing, where it's like, I want to make everyone perfectly how I want them.
Yeah.
And then you soon realise that doesn't work.
No, that's right. Yeah.
And,
that's right.
and I think everyone goes through it. Everyone thinks they can be the one trainer who can do it.
Yeah.
And then they soon realise that they can't.
Yeah.
And then they go to using their style to their advantage.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So we'll move on to the main card. We opened the card. We had the first two fights. I think it was pretty tough for everyone because you were helping out Solace. You helped out Solace?
Yeah.
So you were helping them out. We had two in a row, I think.
Where was Trent? Was Trent in the corner with you guys?
He was in the corner for me for Connor,
he
and
was.
then right at the end, I sent him out to go warm up to be with me.
Yeah, because we warmed her up. I got the boy from Solace to hold pads for her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Sweet, appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, because I said to him, so we were dealing with Connor, and I was like, go all. Because I'd done pads with her before. I'd warmed up before we went out for Connor. So she was like, cool, we had it wrapped up and stuff. And then I was like, I'll send Trent back. I just wanted to get her kicks going.
Yeah.
She didn't need to fucking do combinations. I was just like, go.
I think we already had her inside by then.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah. So by the time I sent her in, she was already waiting. That worked out. That was fine. She was fine doing that. She was fucking probably the most stoic I'd ever seen her.
Nice.
Like every time I'd seen her, I'm like, you good? And she, like, apart from when she got there, she was fucking freezing. But she was like stoic throughout the whole thing. Connor was good. Connor had a good warm up. He had a good weight cut, and that was the lowest he'd ever fought before. He fought, it was 63 and a half against James, who's a southpaw, who we knew. Like we'd come across him before with Kenneth and fought him before. At the last Pride. It was a good fight, man. I thought it was good. I think Connor.
I saw the whole first round.
Yep.
And then little bits of. Because I had to go back out the back.
Yeah, to go to the back.
Yeah.
I think, as you said, it was probably the best round he's ever had in his fucking whole career was that first round.
Yeah.
He was patient. He did, I think sometimes his range was a little bit out, but I can put it to James being pretty shifty with his, being able to do that pretty good. He leans back quite well. But yeah, just didn't get the cookies.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
I'd probably say the one thing with Connor is I think when he doubts his range, he starts jumping and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
And, it starts getting a little bit erratic.
The erratic thing is what I've worked on heaps with him. I just wanted to be. There was times where he looked real fucking hard.
100%. Yeah.
And then times where it was like what you're saying, just when he couldn't quite reach. Or couldn't quite get out in time, he'd sort of stutter off. That just comes with more experience doing it. That was his fucking 12th fight or something like that. Obviously his first pro, his third fight without any padding. Because he had those other ones, so that was it was almost good to do the way that we did things. Obviously, what do you think about? I'm like when the dudes go to Thailand, they're sort of amateur fights and they're early in their career. Do you think that's? I reckon we spoke about it last time with the no shin guards and them getting used to it. I
don't mind it. I don't necessarily think it's even about. It's just more experience, just more time in the ring.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like fighting in, say, Chiang Mai is like fighting on an amateur show here, fully padded. It's just a low pressure place to get experience. Yeah, you're unpadded. I don't think it makes a big difference because people worry about the whole. Oh, what happens when I kick him and I've got no shin guards on? And then they do it the first time, like, I didn't feel that.
But it's still the mental barrier that's there.
I don't know.
I haven't seen you when you ask anyone, oh man, like even when we had Casey do it a while ago, it was the funniest thing when Casey fought on Pride and we ended up fighting up and we fought the girl from Bones. And it was like, I remember driving there and having a chat to her about whether she'd feel better with no shin guards or no elbow pads. I said, would you feel? And she said, probably better with no elbow pads. And then that was when the fight was still going to be padded. And then push came to shove, things changed that fight. We ended up being no padded with her altogether.
Yep.
And she ended up coming out saying it was the best she ever felt doing anything. And I think, man, I think a big part of that is, one, you get to come out and go, I just did that for real.
Yep.
Whether it is 2-minute rounds, 3-minute rounds, or whatever, you've worn no padding and you've fought someone in a real fucking fight, I think.
Yep.
And then also just, I think the idea, I think everyone's kicked a toe ball. You know what I mean? I think everyone's fucking cracked their shit on something. They're like, fuck that shit.
I think everyone thinks it's going to be a big deal and they worry about it until they're in there. I think it's one of those things that it's not a self-conscious thing, so they don't fall apart over it. I think everyone has it, what's it going to be like the first time I kick him in the shin?
Yeah.
And then it happens, like, okay, that's nothing. And they get on with life. Whereas, you know, if someone's just like a loser, like that's probably the way of putting it. If someone's one of them, I don't think shin guards on, shin guards off, it will make a difference. I think taking them off, I don't think it really matters.
No.
I think whether you're fighting with them or with them off,
Yeah.
I don't think it actually bothers people during the fight.
Yeah, because I tell you something that's really funny about that. Like, we've gone back, like, obviously, so Connor's fight before this one was Muay Vic.
Yeah.
Right? But he fought a dude who was fucking substantially bigger than he was.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, who could probably hurt him worse with his hands and his kicks anyway, even padded, than James can down at 63.5 kilos. You know, like the dude who I think they fought at 69.
Yeah,
you know, like in Muay Vic. You know, and that dude was a big 69. Like, he wasn't a small dude.
No, he's a big dude.
And I'm not saying that James is small, but they both fight like, I don't
but
see
he is
the
Asian.
dude. I don't see the dude who kind of fought in Muay Vic fighting at 63.5. You know, like, dude's way too big. You know, like unless he's got a real good fucking weight cut and like a really good, and changes a lot.
Yeah.
I think that dude to come down to be quite a big fucking drop for him.
Yeah.
But so sizing of dude, like, I don't know, what's scarier, taking shin guards off or fucking fighting a big
massive dude.
You know, so, but anyway, he fucking had a really good fight, real proud of him. He's in it now. Like, he started this pro thing, and like, that's what I said to him right before he went in. I said, mate, the only difference is that there's an extra minute around. I'm like, let's just fucking slow things down, take control. There's one extra minute, and this means more than anything else. That's what I told him right before I went in. I'm like, so take that and run with that, you know, like, and he did, and he did really well. And then we had Ricky, who was straight after that. Ricky had a rematch in Janet. You like that fucking thing?
That was cool.
That
was cool.
That took Beck forever to find that fucking first photo, because that was years
Long
ago.
time ago.
Years ago. That was what was that? That was
second SA Muay Thai League or first? Second.
It was down in Noarlunga.
Noarlunga second.
Noarlunga.
Second.
Or was it Pride?
No, it was SA
Muay Thai
League.
League. SA Muay Thai League. Yeah. So that was Pride. She rocked up that day. She forgot her mouth guard.
That's
well done, Ricky. You fucking moron. But yeah, so it was a rematch, which was good. Great fight. Ricky did better this time than she did last time. She managed to land some big hands on her. She got cut in the first round and didn't really fucking phase her at all. She did some damage, I think, this time in comparison to last time.
Yeah.
And she made
Jenna wasn't kicking hard enough to bother Ricky, and Ricky was punching her while she was kicking.
That's right. That was our aim.
Yeah, pretty much like flipped made the kicks non-existent.
That's right, yeah. And that was the thing to her. I said, if you're going to rely, you're either going to have to kick her, and leading into it, we had spoken about her kicks. I'm like, don't try and, like, she's got power in her hands. I'm like, don't try and kick her hard unless the hard kicks are there.
Yeah.
Like, score them. And then when she goes to kick you, you've either got to punch her or you've got to teep her as she's kicking you, so the kicks don't mean anything. Because to be honest, Ricky's blocking isn't the best blocking in the world. You know, she doesn't mind wearing a kick or two. So in that, it was like, and when you do it, they have to matter. Like, or else, and that was where that rule set, like the rule set being against us, was going to be like that idea of, like, if she kicks you at all and you just punch her, the kick will score more unless your punch looks so much worse than what hers does.
Unless you're doing the flip top head thing, which she was.
So that was good. In the clinch, she wasn't too bad. She was throwing some elbows. I think they were both rushed in the clinch.
It was a little bit like found themselves in the clinch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. They sort of went into it. But she threw a heap of knees in the clinch. Jenna was throwing knees back. Same deal. I don't think a lot of them had a lot of fucking power in them. And I think if they both had have slowed down, got in good position, thrown some good knees, it would have been more effective. But they scored and they were both scoring. I was pretty confident going into it that she'd won, but I'm still getting used to fucking a lot of how these scoring things go.
Yeah.
You know, like, because as we've said a lot, we're going through a big transition, I think, right now.
Yeah.
Between who, you know, like what's scoring what. Because I mean, even back in the day, Connor clipped James with a shot that knocked him to the ground. You know, like, and I looked at it, and then some like the people with me were like, "Oh, that's an 8 count." I'm like, it's sort of not really. You know, like, and then there was another one where he just touched the ground. In boxing, that's an 8 count, whether you fucking like it or not.
Yeah.
Old school, maybe even, as dumb as it sounds, maybe even SA Muay Thai League, early days, they would have called that an SA, they would have called that an 8 count.
Yeah.
And then you're up against it, like, quite substantially, you know what I mean? Because we still do 10-8, 10-9 must systems, though. Like,
10-point must,
if they get the 8 count, is that a 10-8 round?
Doesn't have to be, depending on how they went for the rest of the round. But if they did, if they smashed them for the rest of the round and then got an 8 count, then it's probably going to be a drawn round. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, so we're still playing with that. Like everyone's still getting used to this shit, unless you've like dudes like yourself have been around to all sort of circuits. Then you sort of you.
But even judging does change from state to state.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and from like even within our state, from fucking fight show to fight show.
Yep.
You know, so so I was pretty confident, but still not 100% sure. And then when she got her arm raised, she was pretty happy about it. So that was fucking cool. And I fucking love that chick to death. So I got out the back and it'd be like we had not, that was the pro win. That shit, like we'd had wins before. Things didn't really, like this one meant, obviously they meant shit. So, you know, I fucking hugged her and bawled my fucking eyes out, and she was fucking like, I've never seen you cry like that. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know, it was funny. So
cool, man. She's 1-on-1 now, which is good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so she's got something, you know.
Lost her virginity finally.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. She got 3 kids down there. But yeah, so we'll see. Obviously, got a cut over her eye. We'll start looking for fights now. Yeah. You know, like I think, and that's the same with Connor as well. Connor, apart from his leg, you know, like it's banged up, but he's good to go. He's ready to fucking dive back in as well. So they're my 2 main ones, and then we've got a whole heap fucking. I've got Kurt matched up for SA Muay Thai League. I've got Bell matched up for SA Muay Thai League. I've got pretty much. I've got a fight. I've got a fight for Talia.
You just have got a fart for Talia?
Yeah, I've got a fart for Talia. No, I've got a fight for Talia over in Moy Vic when we can get over there. But Maddie's got a girl who can match up against her, apparently. Okay. So that would be good.
What weigh's that at?
She's like 40-something.
Same chick that fought Bella?
I don't know.
Maybe? Oh, no, she didn't. I think he's talked about her fighting Bella at one stage.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, no, but I know just another girl, so.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool if we can get her matched up for there. But yeah, so we've got things on the horizon for all these guys, so
sick.
It's fucking handy. Handy. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, so I'll do on my, like you obviously you did your thing on your podcast, and I'll do my full card thing on mine as well, and just talk about our guys, my guys, whatever now. And we had Rig and Jason semi-main and main events. Rig rematching Matt, who KO'd him with a head kick last time. Rig does everything fucking right, man.
Yeah.
He fucking eats right 100% of the time. He trains hard. He does the sprints without needing to be hassled. He does everything right. He's just not...
Just an OG, bro.
Yeah.
Like with the workhorse thing,
man.
He's an OG, Knows what he's got to do. Nose to the grinder, let's go.
He's probably... Biggest thing is he's not a natural athlete.
Okay,
So it's probably actually the best way of describing it.
How old's Rick?
33.
What did he play any other sport?
Bit of AFL.
Bit of AFL, yeah.
But he's been doing like this sort of stuff since he was about 17.
Yeah. So he's still like he's developed into it. It's not like he started late.
So he's
mid-20s or anything.
No, so he had all of his fights by like the age of 26 or something. Yeah. 27, his main part, I guess. But he got in there, and like I wanted him just to make Matt tired in the first round, which he did. Yep. Like literally was like touch gloves, pop straight onto the clinch.
Yeah.
He and literally Matt was like chugging halfway through that round.
Yeah, he was.
And then, unfortunately, he broke his ribs in the first fight between them. And unfortunately, right at the end of the first round, he copped it again.
Yeah, okay, right.
And he's like, oh, my ribs are going to go. Man, turn your body to the side then. Get sideways on him, you know?
Yeah.
You got to be mindful. We worked on it because I actually said, like, if your ribs get fucked, then you need to do this. And we worked, and he was doing that. All I wanted was him to throw elbow, because Matt was throwing elbows on the way while Rig was on the way into the clinch.
Yeah.
And with Rig, it's almost like you just go 1 for 1 at the same thing, and you hope to get the better off. So I was trying to get, but he just wasn't elbowing from range.
Yeah,
he was like launching towards it, and he wasn't getting hurt on the way in.
Yeah.
He was off balance, so it looked bad.
Yeah,
there's one where the crowd goes whoa, and the punch hits him under the armpit.
Yeah, okay.
But it was like Matt throwing punches, which. Man, he was like standing his ground and just like, all right, come at me then, like boom, boom, boom. Like, but they weren't damaging shots. But then Rig threw a couple of left body kicks which landed. Matt would look exhausted already.
Yeah.
And then
it's hard to carry around all that muscle sometimes.
Yeah, man. And then
that's one thing about being a bigger dude and being like a fucking sexy male model. No, not saying that, but he just looks very fucking
He's pretty hot.
He's well put together, man.
And then I said to, I yelled out to Rig, like, stay at that length and keep kicking. Instead of using a little bit of brain power and going, okay, so I've just kicked him twice in that arm. He actually, if you look at the video, Matt's actually standing there waiting to catch.
Yeah.
And it's man, you had to change, you had to do something. Like, it doesn't mean just keep throwing that left kick.
Yeah.
You've got to use some brain power.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to go, because I don't have the time in the corner to go, all right, now, stay at that length, but da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
By the time I finish the sentence, he's already thrown the kick.
Yeah. So it's too hard to do that, you know? Like, it's too hard.
This is where I find people not studying Muay Thai enough.
Yeah, okay.
Like seeing those things. I said the same to Jason last night. Like, you're not going to get good at this unless you're studying Muay Thai and seeing how people make shit work.
That's right.
Rig got his leg caught, swept, landed flat on the back of his head.
Bang, head bounce.
Yeah, bad. Wasn't good. And I was literally, I go, you're all right. That's all right. No, I go, that's all right. And then I saw his body stiffen up. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
and I just turned around and go, he's out.
Yeah.
They're like, you reckon? I'm like, yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's
and then
out,
it was, then it was off. And he was pretty devastated by it. And he's devastated because he doesn't want to let me down.
Yeah.
But also, he actually has some self-pride.
Yeah.
Like, he and also when you're doing everything, like, yeah, right. When you, that is so shit.
Oh man, this is no disrespect to women driving and reading signs, but fuck, come on. This morning we've seen everything today.
God.
A big sign that says, "Hey, please go in through the other door." And then
at least you got that bit right.
Yeah. And now we've got a lady who's just parked in not even a parking space.
Next to the disabled part.
Next to the disabled one. We're good. We're good.
So I got the zebra lines on the ground.
Yeah, but you know, equal rights.
Yeah, so
allow them to vote.
Riggs hurt his knee.
Yep.
And he was like, because that's 9 for the gym.
Hurt the knee on the previous?
No.
He
was playing up a little bit during fight prep.
Yeah, okay, right.
But was pretty shit on Saturday night. And he's like, all I want to do is have 10 fights for the gym. Because he's had 9 for the gym, but 2 others when we were still at Cardio Flex. He's all I want to do is, I'm like, man, I appreciate that you're trying. I appreciate that you actually are fulfilling your words. Like what you said you wanted to do.
You had a 10 fight plaque as well at your gym?
Yeah.
Like a 10. Did you have a 5 or just a 10?
Just a 10.
You get that motherfucker on it?
Yeah.
I get that because we've got our 5 fight one. I'm just about to do a 10 fight one, right?
Yeah.
Because when we first started, I was like, fuck man, it'd be awesome to just have someone do 5. And 5 is a big thing for amateurs, I think. I think if you have 5 fights for a gym as an amateur, you know, like it's almost like what do we say? Like you haven't really had them until you've had 5.
Yeah,
you know, so like have 5, get on the thing. Like, yep, cool. You can say.
See, I always say 10.
Yeah.
But I understand 5. I always say aim to win your 5th. I don't care too much before your 5th. But if your best performance to date should be your 5th fight.
Yeah, that's
when you've covered like 4 different bases leading up, and then it's your 5th, and you should be a little bit more comfortable in it. Not necessarily a win, but you'll have to have your performance in your 5th fight should probably be your best to date.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, is your 10 fights, are they pro fights or just fights?
Just fights.
Just fights.
Just fights.
Cool. Yeah.
And then
so I get it. Like I understand him wanting that too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like I've got a dude like that. My rig's Trent. You know, like the dude who fucking like would bleed for the fucking gym every fucking time. You know, like if you said to him, "Oh, here are the keys. I'm going away for a month. Can you please just open it?" He'd be there for you. He'd do it for you. He'd fucking drive 10,000 miles to fucking do it. I get, So I get where he's at with it.
His big thing. It's not even about the plaque for him. It was he promised me when he first came to the gym. He promised me that he'd give me 10.
Yeah. Where was he from previous? Where was his fights previous?
Cardioflex. So
I
trained him there. But
yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, I wasn't allowed to for his second one.
Makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, of course. Because I wasn't there as the striking coach. And then Jason was main event. He absolutely fucking pissed me off. Did his
on the
non-professional
night previous
shit.
or
or
is it now looking back that he's done it? You know, because leading into it, was he good? Like
fight prep was great. Fight prep was great. It was like really like honestly, all 4 guys. It's probably the first fight prep I have had in 2.5 years, maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
That was almost easy.
Maybe since those 10 on that.
Pretty much, like since that group.
Man,
since that group.
fucking group was pumping for
it.
You know, like they're all helping each other out.
Group. So that group sort of dispersed probably about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And
they did, didn't they?
Yeah. And
that was fucking wild at your gym for a while, you know, because it was like, it's obviously worth it coming down every time to do sparring and shit, but like when we were coming down then, it was like, my dudes were like, oh fuck, we're going down there with all them fucking fighters down there. I'm like, that's why we're going there, you know, like, and then sort of, what do you reckon? Or fucking COVID came through, or was
it? No, it was after.
It was after COVID, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was just, man, like there was Alicia and Simon. Simon started a business.
That's right, yeah.
Alicia was, you know, just wanting to have a few for the experience of it. Johnny went away. Joel went 5-0, had his pro debut, and then pulled the pin. Opened his mechanics business. It's just life got in the way of a lot of people.
That's right.
The only people who
ebbs and flows of owning a gym.
The only people out of that 10 who went on to, obviously Herbie's still in it, involved. Shari had 11. Panas had 22. And then Doug went back overseas. So that was pretty much.
That's right. Yeah.
That was pretty much out of that group.
He was in there for a little bit, but not like
different period of time. He was hard work. He wasn't an easy one to train.
God bless his soul.
Oh, I love the dude. Yeah. Like he's actually a really beautiful kid.
Yeah, man.
Just like a lot, man, just doesn't want the best for himself.
Yeah.
So
who does really?
Yeah, true. So then so Jason did the really good fight prep. He made the weight cut work. I don't know how much he cut, but I still believe that's his problem. I think the weak in the body was because of that.
Yeah. It does, man. It's like scientifically a hard weight cut or a big weight cut is whether
not in the early days when you were a kid, no.
But
the thing is, he's done a lot of it now.
Man. Yep.
And he knows the worst thing with him is he knows when he does it by the book and by what condition nutrition taught him. When he does it by the book, it is so fucking easy.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, he wants to be eating this and that all the time.
Yeah.
So he has to go without certain things. But the actual process and how you feel is so much better.
Yeah.
I honestly, man, I heard you talk about it on your potty and you know, you pretty much guessed how the fight was going to play out.
That was what I didn't want it to happen, but that's what I was worried about, man.
But the thing is,
I was worried about it.
Any day of the week, if Jason does the right thing, covers all bases, Pet should never beat him.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Pet
right.
should never beat
and
him.
That's what I fucking was wondering.
It was
I like,
actually,
that's what I
for me, it was actually shameful.
Yeah, okay, right.
Like, that's why I left the corner. I walked off.
Yeah, okay,
that's why
right.
I fucking abused him.
Yeah.
Like 5 seconds, not even, maybe 3 seconds to go, bro.
Yeah, that's right. It was 3.
And it was, he got hurt in the body, and then instead of, man, he's trading punches with the dude, but throws not one knee in that time.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing beginner shit.
If you go back to even the recording that you've seen from the corner, all you can hear you say is knee him.
Yeah.
Knee him, Jason. Knee him, Jason.
Yeah, long knees.
Full name. We're using full names now.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah.
like, listen to me, child.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
But he's like, knee him. So what's he trying to do? There's a difference between, I didn't say latch on and knee him. Knee him.
Yeah, knee him, yeah.
Just fucking listen.
Yeah.
Like, that's beginner shit, bro. He made beginner mistakes in his 30-second fight, which shows his lack of commitment to it.
Yep.
And, you know, every time this shit happens, it's like I said when he came back, man, he's got so much to fucking prove to me.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, that was like the other thing that I thought, like with him coming back and him making this commitment of like doing this.
He's more committed than ever as far as he's actually got goals for the first time ever.
Yeah, yep.
He's training better than ever.
Yeah, okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
And that, I'm talking better than when he was like fighting super regularly and training like a mother. He's training better. He's actually doing everything. But the one thing he needs to fucking do is study Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I think that he's like, man, you're not an amateur anymore. You don't have the fucking, you can't just, I'm just doing it. No, you're fucking not.
Nah.
And if you are, fuck off.
And not at the level where you are the top of a state and you know, obviously we were talking about it last time about where he, you know, like when we were talking about pace and how it works with pay schedules and like he's a top fighter here, like he's a top pro here and he's middle of the range over in Melbourne and it's like now this doesn't make him middle of the range down in Melbourne, you know, like it sort of knocks him back a little bit.
It kind of does, man. It's like,
you know,
it's just this unreliable shit. It's the shit like, and he thinks he's.
Oh, money, man, it's gonna be putrid.
Yeah, he. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like my miss when I got home on Saturday night. Like Damo, man, I was so good. Damo brought Antoine out the back.
Yeah,
and I'm so fucking glad he did.
Yeah,
because it gave me someone's shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, okay,
and I feel like fucking emotional getting there. But Damo said to my missus, "You need to make sure that you're not in bed not asleep when he gets home, and you need to talk to him.
Yeah,
like
okay,
you need to think about what you need to say to him to make him fucking feel it." Because I was heartbroken, bro.
Yeah,
that's
was it like
3 in a row, 3 fucking prides in a row now.
Yeah. So are you when you say it's not the result, it's the effort, eh?
It's the fucking just retardedness, bro.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, how the fuck do you be at 32 fights and not get hurt in the body and not.
Yeah.
Man, look at that video that Nick Karros put up when he got that spinning heel kick.
Yeah.
That's how a professional acts.
Yeah.
Because you want to know why?
Poker face.
Because he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking goal. He's got a mission. And that's what kicks in when you're attached to your goal.
Yeah.
When shit goes wrong, you're attached to that goal still, and that's number one.
Yeah.
And that's why you have a poker face. And that shit, the fucking not knowing that, man, when you're in hand trading range, you can throw knees.
Yeah.
And probably land them.
Yep. Especially him.
Yeah.
Fucking so fucking long. I sparred the dude. And scared of him walking towards me.
Pet was like, he came up and like in the corner at the end, like apologised to me and stuff. Not that he had to, but he goes, man, I was fucked. Yeah. And it was like all he had to do, if he got through that round, it wouldn't have mattered that he had fucking 2 8 counts. Yeah. He just had to last that last 3 seconds without standing like a punching bag. And then go walk forward, recover, walk forward, do his thing. Yeah, and he would have. Yeah. And got cut again in the first round through stupidity because of, instead of trying to lead in with his hips, he leads with his head. So when his hands are up, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's still open. So it's just fucking. But then my missus said to me, man, she goes, you need to start enjoying it again and let their problem be their problem. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, true. Like I do. And the thing is, for me, it's still so much of, I love this sport so much and I owe so much to it. So I get attached to, I guess, wishing everyone was the same, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is.
No, I do. Like, that totally makes sense. I mean, like, even like we had I love that our last podcast that we did of mine had nothing to do with Muay Thai, because it was cool to have that chat. But I also know how hard that is for you to do. If you know what I mean, like, for you to fucking talk about shit that isn't fight related, because it's not a joke. Like,
I'm not public about that sort of stuff. Like, I talk to you about that stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We talk to friends on that. But I mean, like, when you're out and about, it's like,
I'm the Muay Thai guy.
People know you
on here, I'm the Muay Thai guy.
That's it, you know, like, that's it, you know, like, and I'm just a fucking goose, you know, like, well, you know, like, if you mean, like, my outgoing at this is, like, even, like, so I met the guys from Sots, right, and I'd never met them before. They come up and they're like, hey, bro,
good dudes, hey.
Fucking awesome,
love
right?
us.
We had a fucking laugh, man. We had a real good laugh, and it was a real good fucking chat, and, you know, like, in this thing, I am that guy. I'm that fucking whatever, fucking laughing, being a douche, like fucking an absolute thing. But in this, you're the dude, and everything that you go on, which is like I was saying on my podcast. It was like, everyone knows you to be this. Yeah. So no shit that this shit's gonna fucking go home with you. If you know what I mean. Like, like, so. The fact that one damer can understand that you need to be talked off the ledge, so to speak, if you know what I mean, like, it is fucking, and the fact that your missus knows that that's the right thing to say. Because you do need to go back to enjoy.
She's the little angel on my shoulder, honestly.
Man.
Like, she.
How long have we been doing this podcast for? 2-3 years?
4.
Yeah. Okay. So
4 years
that,
October.
right? When we started this thing, you were different to what you are now, and it's like, it's not saying that you were better then or worse then, but like. I've sort of seen that we have this chat every fucking week, and it's like, there's been more, like, I don't want to use the word negative, but you've felt more, I don't know, almost detached from your own team, because it can be a frustrating thing for you, if you know what I mean. And obviously, like, that's where, like, your home is your own gym. Yeah. So it's like, man, I reckon it was only a couple months ago that we had a chat, and you're like, fuck the team, I'm just gonna train the people. Like, you just want to, and you did. You had a couple of weeks where you was like loving it and fucking enjoying it again, and then this fight camps came round, and I think the
fight prep's been good, except for one dude second guessing himself about 2 days in. Yeah. Aside from that, it's probably been, like I said, the easiest fight prep I've had. Yeah. And it is the whole, you're either doing this or you're not.
Yeah. But are you enjoying it?
I enjoyed the fight prep.
Yeah,
okay, I did. Yeah. I think because the fight prep was so good, I was almost attached to it being good, going straight over to good performances.
And what is, what is enjoying a fight prep to you?
Knowing that all I got to do is offer advice and hold pads.
Yeah, okay, right.
The rest of it just happens. They go for their sprint. I don't see them walk back into the gym to fucking have a drink, because they've already doing their sprint.
Yeah, okay,
they go for their jog, they come back, they just do their sprints. They're not just like sitting around. They're not, taking their time to wrap their hands. No, shit's just getting done.
What about the fucking general vibe of the fight team? Like for example, like a good fight prep for me is when I'm not having to fucking lose my shit at all. For example, we had a fight prep a little while ago, and I had to have a fucking crack at Connor. I had to have a crack at another boxer, and it just fucking made me mad. I was like, fuck these guys. I don't want to fucking do this if they're not going to fucking do that, and they're going to make me mad about shit. I want to fucking, even when it comes to fucking training my missus, I want us to laugh through the fucking training sessions and make sure that we're working hard, but we're laughing the whole fucking time. Yeah. Trent, this is like the same thing I say about Rig with Trent. Like, Trent knows when we're working. But hey, when in that minute break, let's fucking laugh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's what our fight preps have been. That's why I'm fucking loving it.
I think it's a good thing to practice as well, being able to switch off at the end of every round.
Yeah, it's like there is that minute. So there's a minute where, and then the only difference is that minute when it comes to fights is like,
you'll be talking about what's happening in the next 2 minutes.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah. So that's why I asked, like, what's a enjoyable fucking training session?
Yeah, just
are people laughing and shit, or is it or is it just that they're doing the right thing by?
I actually don't think I have a team that's actually able to laugh at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I think it's like I've got this.
Because that's start at the top down, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because once you start laughing again, they're going to probably start laughing again.
True.
You know, like it could be that sort of thing where you're like, fucking, I don't know, take the pressure off yourself, mate. You know, like I don't know, that's fucking, it's very hard to do when we're fucking at the top.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm actually,
own the fucking thing,
my missus set me straight on Saturday night and she's 100% right, and I am going to just try it. I'm going to struggle with it a little bit because it heads back to if I detach myself from the results.
Yeah.
And I just need to then reprogram my brain to still be the same guy in the gym. Because if I detach myself from the result, I don't mean win or loss, I mean good performance.
Yeah.
I generally, whatever. I've generally checked out with whoever, and I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I still want to be as passionate about getting to that result.
Yeah.
And just not be able to flick the switch right at the end and go, all right, that is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think that also comes with like, obviously, like I said, like if you're happy, then it trickles down. Or even if you fucking played, because like, personally, I'm going through fucking hell right now, right? And it's like, I'm just trying to keep that fucking, that brave face of when I'm in here, I'm like, the vibe's good.
Yeah.
And then I'll fucking try and deal with everything outside. Yeah. So it's almost like bring your fucking, because I think at the moment, are you more happy outside of Muay Thai than you are inside? Like, you know, like, yeah.
I'll probably say it's the same.
Yeah, 50-50?
Yeah,
right.
Because Muay Thai is such a huge part of my life.
I was going to say, it's pretty hard to detach yourself all the way from it. You know, like, yeah. But fucking, I mean, it could be that you need that the boys underneath you need to fucking help you do that too. You know, and I know that's where the shit side comes, where it's like the dudes fucking underneath you should be able to see like, oh fuck, this shit ain't working. What can we do to help the team as well? Like that's why they're pros. It's why they're at the top end of the fucking scale, I suppose. You know. Yeah. But I don't know, just fucking spitball and shit, maybe fucking. But and I know it's not like you're never going to take a break. You know, like you're not going to take a break from it where it's like you're going to step back and go, I'm not going to put anyone in a show for 6 months. Mm-hmm. You know, like you're not going to go
definitely,
back and go.
My break is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Like I think we're up to 8 fights for the year. Yeah. Maybe 9.
Yeah.
Fucking nothing.
Yeah,
compared to like this time, we're already up to almost up to 30 by now normally.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So this is my break.
It's odd that you're at 8 fights and I did 14 in the last 14 days. Yeah. If you know what I mean. Yeah. That's usually not the way that we work.
No, it's normal. I'm normally that guy.
I mean, like I know that's across 2 styles, but usually you've got fucking so many more across the 1 style than I do across the 2 or the 3 that we've got. You know, but yeah, so I think, man, like as coaches being able to find that and having like a good support as fucking in Penguin, knowing that she's fucking, you know, done that and said that, you know, like, gotta find because it's not even finding the love again, you know, because you're never gonna lose the love.
No, I love it. Yeah,
you know, like you're never gonna lose the love of the fucking game. It's like I'm never gonna fucking lose the love of this fucking sport either. And like what you said, you're never gonna like we owe too much to this fucking sport to just walk away. Yeah. I can never walk away from this shit now.
No, I could never walk away from. I could never walk away from Muay Thai. No. I think I could walk away from fighters though.
Yeah.
At least for a period of time.
Yeah.
But also, the reason why I don't now is because people want to fight, and I want to give them the opportunities to do so.
Yeah. I feel the same way and that's because we just know what it did for us. You know, like we know that fucking fighting is the thing that fucking got us out of whatever the bullshit that we were in. But so I suppose it's just onward and upward from here. You've got fucking, as I said, you got some other shit lined up in the fucking pipe that'll
2 weeks and a bit will be off overseas.
Oh, is that what it is? 2 weeks? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
fucking bada bing, bada boom.
Like, I even said to Jason, like, you're an idiot for not going to the hospital and getting stitched up.
Yeah, okay, right.
Like getting stapled by the doctor out the back, 4 staples in a cut that was that big.
Yeah.
And you could see skull through it.
Yeah.
Like, just stupid shit like that. Like, it was convenient.
Yeah, well, fuck.
Well, cool, now you can't spar.
Yeah.
You weren't probably not going to start at all leading up to this one.
Yeah, okay, right, yeah. Ricky fucking with her cut, she's like the first meeting. Usually she has Zoom meetings at work because she just turns off her camera. The day after her fight, she had to go into the head office for her first face-to-face meeting with everybody.
Oh, shit.
And then she was with fucking stitches out the side of her fucking head. Hi, I'm Ricky. I'll fuck you up. I'm from Salisbury. I'm from the Salisbury.
What does she do?
She works at the sped shop. No, that's probably a bad way to say it. The place, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you actually what it's called. Actually, for her own safety, I'll make sure I don't tell you on fucking air.
Yeah.
Because there are freaks around.
Yeah.
She works at a freaky deaky place.
Okay. Freaky deaky.
But yeah. Now, do you know one other thing? I don't know if you saw it last night. I fucking made all my kids do a fucking white crew last night. All my kids' classes. I'm like, hey guys, this is how we're going to finish this. Now I can't lift. They're all small, so I can't lift them over. I said, ultimately, you guys would all need to go over the ropes if you're a boy, under the ropes if you're a girl. Just explain the whole fucking culture thing with them.
My boys all go through. Even my adults. My adults, when they're practicing, they go through.
Yeah, okay. They all did the same thing. Went to the rope, did the 4 bows, went to every corner, fucking thing, and then they jumped out. It was really cool for them to do that. But like, what do you want?
Just the laptop.
The laptop. The top of lap.
The laptop. I don't need that bit, just the mouse, please.
And that's what's fucking reachable.
I thought you were going to
Good. Now just remember there's a big roller door there, so don't go through the front door.
So many, they just come reading the signs, still just going for the door and shit.
That's it locked.
Yeah.
So you get to watch. Cool.
Oh yeah. When you watch it, you'll see.
It's like watching TV. It's like the next one comes.
And then they're looking through it, and we're like, go that way. And they're like,
Sign there.
oh yeah, I know. We realise that there is probably a majority of them that probably can't read.
Yeah. It's in their first language.
That's exactly my point. What were we saying right before fucking? Can't remember. Oh, that's right, the white crew with the kids.
Yes.
So that was awesome. It's awesome. I'm loving my kids' class right now. Doesn't always seem like it because I'm a hard ass on them.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're one of my parents watching this, I love your kids. I love fucking training them, but fuck me is hard to making sure that they do the right fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yesterday we had 15 kids in our little kids class. In our beginners class, so it's like from 4 to 4:30. It's only half hour. It's like 5 to 8 year olds.
Yeah,
man, there's some fucking 5-year-olds who just don't want to listen and don't want to do anything. And I get it; they're too distracted. And then you got other kids who are rolling around on the mats and doing other shit. So
our kids are the best they've ever been.
I'm pretty hard on them, but
we're like 9 to 15 every class now.
Oh, sweet.
I just need another trainer now.
I've literally just put it in my group chat. I don't know if I actually finished sending it, but I will finish sending it. I'm going to get my whole fight team. I'm like, if you got time and you want to come down and help, come and start holding pads.
I think I'm going to ask Flynn, Finn's the new guy in my fight team, and he works next door.
Yeah, perfect.
So he's always there early, finishes work and he hangs around early. It might help for him to create some personality as well. He's just a real quiet lad.
Yeah.
Real quiet lad.
What I'm basically going to pitch to my team is like, these guys are your fans.
Yeah.
These kids' parents buy tickets to your shows for their kids. Riker's doing actually an amazing job at that. You know, I don't remember when I was there, all their kids' classes, you'd go down, you'd help out with the kids' classes, just hold some pads and stuff like that. You see it on their stories and stuff. So I reckon that's a really good thing that I think to get your fighters to come down and just to hold some pads or even just supervise, you know, just go, oh, yeah, like, you know, little Johnny, don't go fucking doing that dumb shit because there's heaps of dumb shit.
Yeah.
But my older group of kids is awesome. We've got a couple young kids who are on the Ringlovers sparring day.
Yep.
And I've got a couple of kids like Carb Taden who are I'm getting them ready to go to Moy Vic and stuff like that. I'll give that a crack. So it's good. I think Saturday will be fucking fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it should be good.
So make sure nominations close tomorroame.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So this will be out today. My nominations are closed, so don't fucking bug me if you missed the boat. I've been fucking talking about it for weeks.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I put it up on my fridge.
Put it up on the board, everything like that. So fucking if you missed it, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you missed it. I had 2 dudes who are away. I don't think they get back until like Thursday this week, and they're like, "Can you put me down?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." They're the last 2 months.
Cool. Good on.
We'll see how they go. One of those guys is Albie, one of the last ones that I put started in my fucking shed, bro.
Sick.
We've been trying to get this dude. I've been trying, man, just on and off the wagon, and you know, like busy with life and stuff like that. So
not
shout
the
out to
bigger dude
Albie.
not the dude that came in one day when I was here.
Yep,
Cool.
did. Yep. So shout out to Albie. I hope we get you. Used to be my weight, now he's 90 kilos, but he's fucking like,
Yeah.
he's been doing weights.
Heaps tats and stuff, that dude?
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Nice dude, very lovely gentleman.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, guys. Well, we're going to leave it at that. This will be out today. Make sure you check it out and give it a share. I got the I love you, bro.
Love you too.
All right. I know you're fucking not fucking feeling it today, and fucking hit the fields.
I'm way better today. I'm way
It's
better.
good. You mean like it's
Just receiving a message from you the other day. It was just like,
good,
it's
man.
nice.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I
You know
fucking
what it is?
just,
You and Jordan.
Yeah.
I get the same. I get the
Man, you
similar
got
message.
man.
Yeah.
I think you fucking man. I got a group of. I'd said I'm the fucking gayest I've ever been in my life at the moment. I send more fucking I love you notes to men than I do to my own fucking wife. Yeah, you know, it's like fucking love you, bro, and then I'll get like finger you back, like shit like that. Like me and Pat Caruso are very funny like that. So I love them. Cuddles tomorrow and shit like that. So it's cool. All right, we'll be back next week with more questions. Send them through.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your nominations into Pinky for ours, and then obviously Technicians is the week after that.
Yep.
So get down. Big shout out to, we didn't really get to talk about the other fights because we were fucking too involved in our own shit, which is fair enough. But shout out to Muhammad who won the bit to beat up. Well done, Penny, who had a last. That was meant to be a retirement fight, correct?
Yep.
So as a retirement
Number
fight.
24.
Yep. Congratulations, Penny. You fucking didn't get the cookies, but you're a fucking legend.
You've been entertaining everyone for
that's right, for
the last few
fucking
years. It's been great.
So onward and upward to you. And to the Solace boys who listen every fucking week. Fucking sick meeting you guys. It's been fucking awesome. Anyway, we're out. Peace.
Sweet.
We love you to death, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Fuck, it's hot in here, eh?
Fuck, it's Felicia.